In this presentation, I want to give an overview of the sequence of events that culminated in our occupation of Senate House and show how the 5 demands emerged as the focus of the 1970 protests. It began with a building site. During 1967, on the south side of Abercrombie Square, scene of the occasional photo shoot. It arose out of dereliction and decay, the building that was to be the focus of 2 major protests. Powerhouse of a modern, dynamic university. In the autumn of 1969, friends involved in community action in the area around the university alerted me to a remarkable story. The university owned slum housing, in which families lived in appalling conditions. For 13 years, no repairs have been made. I wrote it up for a Gazette feature that December. During the next 3 months, tenants and students forged links, leafleting, widening a rent strike, volunteering to sleep over in the streets to raise the alarm if bailiffs came to evict, researching the council's schedule for clearance, and hosting tenants' meetings in the union. There were fruitless negotiations with the university. Then came news that big money was being lavished on preparations for the official opening of Senate House by Princess Alexandra, including screens to block views of the offending slums. Campaigning began among tenants and in the union for a picket of the opening. On 15th of May 1969, over 1,000 tenants and students marched to Senate House and picketed the royal entourage. There was huge coverage in the national press the following day, which must have been highly embarrassing to the university. Within a year, the tenants had been rehoused. Senate House is now the main university library, but the plaque unveiled at the opening remains. During the occupation, we replaced it with a different memorial. Before the Senate House protests, there had been earlier signs of the growing radicalisation of sections of the student body, such as the sit-in at the Social Science Building in solidarity with anti-racist protests at the LSE, and the presidential election campaign fought by Dave Robertson in February and March 1969. And Liverpool students had participated in national protests such as the VSC demonstration against the Vietnam War in London in October 1968. And perhaps most significantly, in November 1969, when around 25 coaches took more than 1,000 students from Liverpool to the anti-apartheid demonstration in Manchester, the largest of the demonstrations against the Springboks tour.